Major moan for the 1.3 billion Catholics around the world. Pope Francis has passed away.
Take a live look at Vatican City, where thousands of people have already gathered. The Pope will be lying in state at St. Peter's Basilica.
The world just caught a glimpse of Pope Francis on Holy Week. He even delivered one final message on Easter Sunday, showing devotion to his role until the very end. Senior national correspondent Terry Moran starts us off. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. In so many ways, the world had never seen a pope like Francis. All those firsts, the first pope from the Americas, the first Jesuit pope, the first pope to visit a war zone, the first pope to publicly call for the recognition of same-sex civil unions. And in time after time, month after month of his papacy, his goal was to bring the papacy down from its heights to where the people were, to where they needed the faith that he preached. This morning, the world is mourning the loss of Pope Francis.
Fratelli e sorelle, con profondo dolore.
The Vatican making the announcement that the leader of the 1.3 billion Catholics around the world had passed away at the age of 88. The pontiff was hospitalized recently for pneumonia. The Vatican later revealed that his condition had worsened and that he was being treated for bilateral pneumonia. The news comes just a day after Pope Francis greeted thousands of faithful lining the streets around the Vatican, blessing the kids from the Pope Mobile, looking frail but delighting the crowds. The appearance followed the traditional Easter Sunday Mass, the faithful filling St. Peter's Square to hear what would be the Pope's final message and receive one last blessing. Pope Francis appeared at the balcony in a wheelchair, raising his arms towards the audience, the crowd jubilant when he emerged.
Cari fratelli.
His voice almost a whisper as he delivered his remarks before the master of ceremonies delivered the rest of his message. In his final message, the Pope called for peace around the world. Francis had been seen struggling during public events, forcing him to cancel appointments. He battled multiple health problems in recent years, hospitalized twice in 2023 and earlier in 2021. He was often seen using a wheelchair or a cane because of pain in his knees. A lifetime of respiratory issues. He had part of one lung removed at a young age. Pope Francis was a historic pontiff in many ways, becoming the 266th leader of the Catholic Church. Francis met with Vice President J.D. Vance on Easter Sunday. This morning, the Vice President reacting to the news saying, "I was happy to see him yesterday, though he was obviously very ill," adding, "May God rest his soul." All those unforgettable moments of Pope Francis, the way that he went to a war zone, that he brought refugees back to his own house in Rome, and all those gestures, that's really his legacy, not hammered out in writing in church doctrine, but in the witness that he bore with his own personal example. The question is, personalities come and go. It's doctrine that survives, and what will come next is a question before the church now.